Well, Nelson, did you come through Tuesday unscathed?
No, I think Tuesday was obviously a different game. I guess we gave the response that we needed to. It was just the case that we could go back to our performances and bounce back. So from probably two games that didn't come in the best time for us, taking into account the injuries that we had, the sending offs. So all those incidents affected us in that sense. But again, Tuesday was a good game, a game that probably gave us a little bit of different problems that we will probably be facing tomorrow. So tomorrow we expect to be a different game, tough game with a different type of football. So different answers from us as well.
Is it fair to say you had strong words between you after the two league games?
Strong words? No, I wouldn't say. It's just probably sometimes going back to the basics and making them understand that obviously we know this is a process with ups and downs, but we have to be strong, maybe strong feelings, strong emotions with regards to the way we see our commitment and being loyal to the way we want to play, to the way we want to compete, more that than other thing. No.
So you didn't have harsh words, or the players didn't have harsh words, because there was clearly a different sort of attitude maybe on Tuesday night.
Well, I think we all realised that probably, and I guess 2 weeks ago I've urged everyone to don't get complacent, because that's, I think, part of the human nature when things going well and you feel like a little bit more relaxed. That's why two weeks ago I felt that I needed to address that, because that's part of young players, part of the human nature. But I wouldn't say it was a strong words. It was more of us understanding that we had to go back to that willingness to do everything well and compete and you know just enjoying and being strong in everything you do, more than strong words.
You won't have Aaron Wilding now. Do you know how long he's going to be out for?
So we were told 12 years,
12 days.
12 days. Apologies. I hope this doesn't go live. 12 days, yes. The doctor said it was 12 days. We are obviously playing safe in all aspects. He's great, and honestly, he's been great. He wants to do everything, but I think when it comes to to these little things, we have to pay attention and look after our players.
He's been a real talisman for you. How much are you going to miss him, and what do the other players have to do to step up?
Exactly, it's more of what the other players have to do, and obviously we're always going to miss a player like him. He's been great, but he's been with us every day. He's just not going to be on the grass tomorrow. But in terms of what he gives to everyone, what he pushes everyone, and like the way he leads by the example, which I've been saying, obviously we're going to miss that. But I think it's down to everyone to make sure we don't miss as much as probably we would if we don't do our best. So I guess if everyone does a little bit more, we'll be fine.
Look, Jeffcott didn't score on Tuesday night, but played in that number 10 role. You must be sort of desperate for him to get a goal and to really sort of give him some confidence.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I guess I've been saying this. Jeffcott is a good person, good character. Such a good player, and you could see that. Obviously fits the way we see the game as well, and in that sort of a number 10 role of false 9 probably is something that I also feel that suits him. But again, he needs that goal, to give him confidence and all that. But he's been great to us, and he's always there when you need him. And I am sure in upcoming weeks he will be an important player as well.
Is it just a question of him getting a goal to spark a run?
Not only that. If you look back to the last 2 or 3 years, and I would say we are building him now, rebuilding him in terms of match fitness and all that, because he didn't play much last year. Let's just focus on that last year. So he's trying to help him as much as we can, and then when he reaches that level, probably that we feel comfortable, and obviously I'm sure he'll be there for the team.
And Carl Jameson obviously available again this Saturday. Have you had words with him and Kieran Brennan about discipline after? Because you might say that last Saturday was partly a result of what happened the previous Saturday with the red cards.
Yeah, exactly. Normally we say, it's like we are not playing only that game, we're playing the next one or the next 2 or 3, which in the case of Kieran. And I guess the club we are, every play is very important for us. And obviously we felt that, like I said, we went back and we watched the footage, we watched everything, and on the case of Kieran Brennan, you can discuss the way he was. I would say caught in that situation, or a little bit of a young boy with an experienced one trying to make him lose his mind. I think that was the case. He didn't need to address that much. Obviously the boy is great. Even Kieran, he understands what happened, and that's gone. We move on. He learned from it. And Jameson obviously is still a young player, and obviously I guess it has parting of learning curve, and that is something I obviously not only spoke with him about that, but I think we spoke everyone together, so we all learn from those bad moments. I would say it's just a moment. It's not. Jameson is a great character, good person to have around. It's just a bad moment. I think we all have bad moments in our life, and I think it was that the case.
But they come back to haunt you, don't they, as they did last Saturday?
Yes. Yeah. They.
So that's a lesson for everybody else.
Exactly. Yeah, lesson to everyone, and we all learn from those mistakes, and we just to make, like I think I said, especially in that occasion, was a bad day in the office. Was a moment that didn't help the team. But again, I think if we look back, we all take positives also from that game, playing with 9, being strong, defending, running for each other, and making sure we kept the score in that line at that time. Because you see in this league, you see there's some of the games they can really go wrong. It didn't go wrong only for us. Port Vale losing 4-0. I think Swindon had that score as well. Other teams, these things happen, especially I would say to us as well, with a lot of new players, young ones as well. But I think we could see that the boys are willing to learn, to improve, and to get better every day.
Do you have anybody back this weekend that you didn't have before, or available again?
So we've got a couple of players working now in the final, I would say, final part on the rehab, still with the medical department, like Kai, Clarkey. Spellman's had 2 sessions with us on the grass, so we expect them to be back soon. Obviously Jameson for after his red card, but at the moment that's where we are now.
In terms of the basics and doing that, Barrow is a very big test of that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Travel, the way they play, everything. It's a real test of character.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes football is also about timings, and what the timing we are facing some of the opponents, and probably last Port Vale, Swindon, and now Barrow, tough. I think we all agree would be tough teams, good squads, and yes, this game would. It's not only the travel; it's going to be long, but also their quality. They started very, very well as a competitive team, and I've heard so many things about the stadium and the difficulty you're going to face there, the wind and all that. Obviously, those things you have to consider. But I'm quite confident that our boys will give a good. That's what we always expect: is a good performance, go there and compete, and you never know. Probably one of those games where which we've shown beginning of this season, it can go right for us.
With Barrow, sometimes because they've brought in Stephen Clement, so you will have watched the footage. Are they? They're more than just
Oh God, yes. You wouldn't start that well if they do play some good football, like you just said, and obviously the wing is very, very good, and they are competitive. Yes, and they can play some good football as well. So if you're not switched on, obviously they will hurt you. And they're quite good as well. Set plays will be a tough test for us. Tough test.
I know football is about results and stuff, but you will learn an awful lot about your players from this. From Swindon to Barrow, you'll get a judgment of how they.
Yes, no, I would say that's constant, and again, because you're dealing with people, you never know how they're gonna react, and when you think you know very well someone, sometimes it's like in life, I would say, but yes, after these two games, I think we could also see that again going back, we've got a good group of people around working hard every day. People with good character, resilience, which they've shown from the first game, and we've seen that we always are able to bounce back, and I think it's about that, about being consistent. We know not all the time things are going to go our way, but it's about that, being consistent, bouncing back, go again, showing that character and that strength that we need to be successful, I would say.
Just ask about Josh Seabury. Obviously, he's been out the squad. Is there any? What did he have to do to?
No, it's just when it comes down to decisions. I think Sanka. It's been between him and Sanka, and obviously Josh came through a tough period of his life with his broken leg, and took him time to recover. And I think he's coming up now in a nice manner up to the speed that probably he was when he arrived. At the moment, it's just us feeling that probably Sanka was in a better position than Seabury was. But again, I think they all know. We always make sure we select the players are in the best moments of their performance, I would say. So yes, Josh is working hard. He's a very real, committed and strong boy, which just needs to be back to where the point he was before the injury last season. And hopefully things will come together and he will have his chance. But at the moment, he just needs to wait to be what he's been, a really hard worker, and obviously willing to improve every day, which on that sense he's great, to be fair.
I guess because physically, at the start last season, he really did that sort of nuts and bolts defending. He was very good at when he was just dealing with things.
Yeah,
so,
no, definitely. And again, when you break your leg the way he did, with all the problems coming after, I think you have to rebuild not only your physicality but your confidence again. So I think he's in that process, and hopefully he will help us. But again, you cannot, especially in my case, you just have to take every game as it comes. Like I said, assessing what the squad is, and just making sure we always have the what we feel is best for everyone and for the team especially.